Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Maha Shirazi, your computer teacher, and today we are going to discuss chapter number 5, Multimedia Illustrating a Recipe Card of grade 5, and this is your assignment number 8, and we are going to study from page number 76. So the topic is improve your photos. Picture editing software. Sometimes digital photos are not perfect. So you can use the picture editing software to improve the exposure, the color, and the composition. Picture editing software is available on computer and other devices such as your smartphones and tablets. You can use the filters and can make the manual changes to your photos. Exposure means that always start with the light setting. This changes the exposure of your photo. If the photo is too dark or too bright, you can move the light slider slowly to reduce the exposure. Now if you talk about color, next you use the color slider. Move the slider to the left of the make the photo less colorful until it is monochrome. And if you talk about composition, then finally you can crop your photo to improve the composition. Now there is an activity. Decide what edits to make photos. Use your storyboard and written instructions to help you decide. Use the exposure and color settings to improve your photo. Use the crop tool to highlight the main subject in each image, and then save your edited photos. Now there is an extra challenge. Explore the other functions in the adjust menu. Can you improve your photos by using the clarity, vintage, and rotate functions? And try each function and describe what it does. Now there is a think again dialog box which says what are the advantages of using those filters and what are the advantages of making manual changes to your photos. Now the next topic is retouch your photos. What is retouching? Photo editing software provides powerful tool to change the photos. Sometimes you might want to remove something from a photo, sometimes you might want to add something, and making changes like these is called retouching. Use the Spot Fix brush to edit small areas. The Spot Fix tool can remove small marks on a photo. The Spot Fix tool samples pixels around the area you want to retouch, and it copies the area around the cursor. It uses the information to paint over the area you want to retouch. And if you want to make bigger changes, then use the Clone tool. Now there is another activity. Look at the photos you have been working on this unit. Find any area that needs retouching. Decide what editing tool to use to retouch your images. Use your chosen tool to retouch the images and then save your images. Extra challenge says, compare your retouched images to the originals. Write down the ways in which they have changed. Have the changes made the photos more better or worse? Explain why. Digital citizens of the future. Many years ago, people said the camera never lies. Today, it is easy to change photos to make the subject look more better. You can use filters to make a photo brighter. You can crop a photo to remove things. You can use cloning to make things disappear. So when you look at the photos in magazines and at words, ask yourself, how might this image have been changed? Now think again dialog box says, find a photo in a magazine or an advert and how might this image have been changed? Now the next topic is add photos to a document. How to put a photo together with text. Use the wrap text menu to change how text fit around a photo. You can also move, resize and rotate the photo. Now how to group photos together. Making a collage. You can overlap images to make an interesting collage. This can be useful for making cover illustration. Use the arrange functions on the picture tools ribbon. Use a mouse to arrange photos so that they can overlap, and you can click on a photo and use the bring forward and send forward backwards buttons to change which photo is at the front. Now there is another activity. Open your recipe document in Microsoft Word. Recipe text, insert the images you want to use to illustrate your recipe, move and resize the photos to create a one-page document for your recipe. Extra challenge, create a cover page for your recipe, use some of your recipe images and create a collage, add the recipe name at the top of your page. Be creative. Use the Picture Styles menu to change the look of your photos. If you are working with an image stack, ungroup the images and change each photo separately. Group them again. Explore more functions in the Adjust menu of the Picture Tools ribbon and try the Color and Artistic Effects menu. Think Again dialog box says, what do you need to think about when you put words and images together on a page? How do words and images work best together? Now in the last activity, what you need to do that in this unit you have created a range of digital photos. For these activities, you will present and discuss one of your photos. So select one of the photos you have created, put this photo into a document and add a note saying what the image shows. Explain one way that you have edited or changed the photo. If possible, show the photo before and after you made the change. The third is explain why you made the change and how did you use the image in your work. Okay? So this was all about your activities, and this was last lecture of your first semester. This was the 8th lecture, and I hope so that you will do this work on time. It will be easy for you to do this activity. So just take care of yourself and Allah Hafiz.